Welcome back. I seen this at Princess Auto, the air hose reel, and usually they're $100 and something. At Canadian Tire, it's way too expensive. So I seen it there it was on sale for $39. 25-foot hose. I'll show you the box. It's the exact same one. I looked it up. It's the exact same one at Arbor Freight in the States. But yeah, so I wanted to just show you how I hooked it up.
So here it is. It's the air reel that I got at Princess Auto. It's 25 feet, 3/8 inch hose. The camera was dead, like I was saying here, and I just wanted to get it done. So after the next day, I'm just talking you through it. I got this for $39.99, which was a good deal. 25 feet, 3/8 inch hose. It's good enough for me because I only used a 1/2 inch hose when I'm using my big impact, and 3/8 inch hose is going to be just fine for me. So what I did was I got a piece of 2x8, 27 inches long, and I screwed 2 screws into each end. That way it won't fall off of the trusses. And the base for this thing was 6 inches by 5 inches, so it fits on there just perfect. And I just marked the holes, drilled out the holes, put the bolts in, and it works great. So it just hangs on top of the truss, and I like it. I can move it wherever I want, right? So what you will need is you will need 2 of these male inlets, and you will need a coupler or quick disconnect. I didn't want to use my 50-foot hose to connect it to the reel, because it's going to be a lot of hose that I'm not going to use. And if you're using 50-foot hose on the reel and 50-foot, you're not using most of it, and it's going to cut down on your PSI. So what I did was I went and got some old hose that I had, and I cut it so that I had just enough to go from the compressor to in the middle of the shop. And the less hose you have, like I said, you're not losing. It's less chance of losing some PSI pressure. This is the concoction that I came up with, because I only had so much stuff, so I wanted to, I used what I could, what I had on hand. So I had a barb piece that went into the hose with a clamp, and then on the other end there was threads, so I had to get a coupler and thread onto that, plus then I could screw in my inlet into that. So that's my concoction, but yours is going to be different, whatever you're going to use. And this end, now you can get the barbed end that has the hair inlet on the other end, so you won't have to use none of that, and just plug it into your compressor. On the other end here, I just put a male connector into the side of the reel, and then I put a quick connect on the other end. And now if you take it out of the box and you see that you have a leak on the back here, you can just unscrew that and take a snap ring off, and you pull it out, that hose, and there's 2 hole rings on there. Mine, all I needed was to put them back in his groove, and I just put a little bit of brake silicone grease on there, put it back, and I have no more leaks whatsoever. So yeah, now works good. I like having it in the middle of the shop. It's nice and tidy, not tripping up over the hoses. This here was about 3 feet hanging down, so I just loosened that off and made it a lot shorter, so that you're not hitting your head off of it. It's just 2 screws, and yeah, so it worked out great. Like I said, come from Princess Auto, $39, can't beat it. And so I just wanted to make a video. just quickly to show what you may need if you want. Now what I'm showing you here is you got to check for leaks. So I use the antifreeze that they use in the RV to winterize their RVs, and I just use some Dawn dish soap, and that way in the wintertime when you might be working on your car or having to fix a tire, everything is not frozen, because I don't have heat in the shop, so it stays on frozen all winter. So anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you, and have a great week. I want to thank you right there for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come to my channel and watch videos. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Maybe if I'm a very lucky person, maybe I will see you on the next video.